Today I'm going to be doing a review of the 2013 Hyundai Elantra. It's right back there. Now this continues to be one of the top choices in the all-important small sedan segment. I'm excited about this review, so why am I just sitting here? Let's go take a look. Now I fell in love with this vehicle when I first tested it back in 2011. For starters, the sheet metal is awesome. It's got a very sculpted look. It looks much more expensive than it actually is. Now that's the kind of sticker shock I like. Now when you hop into the interior of the Elantra, you get the same overall stylized design feel. Again, this vehicle shows as a much more expensive car than it actually is. The materials used throughout the cabin are varied in texture and tone, which is very pleasing to the eye. Now the materials used are not all top shelf or top of the line, but I'm going to give Hyundai an A for execution. The fit and finish is very, very good. Additionally, the ergonomics are solid. Simple, well-placed controls. For the entertainment and climate, gonna have to give it a thumbs up. And there's more good news. There's lots of play in the front seat here, so taller drivers or shorter drivers will feel right at home behind the wheel. It's also pretty fun too. Woo! Now in the back, there's pretty good legroom, but headroom, not so much. I'm an average guy about 5'9", and it's a little claustrophobic back here for me. But the all-around seating, both front and back, is pretty comfortable. And guess what? There's an upgrade opportunity so you can heat the seats in the front and in the back. So your passengers are really gonna love you. And the vehicle comes with satellite radio as a standard feature, and that's big. For anyone that spends lots of time in the car, having the ability for satellite radio reception is an absolute must. There are also great upgrade opportunities available for the Elantra, like Bluetooth, navigation, leather, a sunroof. There's even a backup cam. The list goes on, and lots of bling for the buck. One of the great features of the Elantra is its large trunk space. It's got 14.8 cubic feet of cargo space to be exact. That's competitive with most mid-size sedans. And the back seat does the 60-40 split for even more storage capacity. So now I'm going to talk about what obviously is most important, the driving experience. And I'm going to have to say that this isn't the strongest part of the Elantra's game. Now I'm not saying that to be overly critical. Overall, this vehicle rocks. Now let's start out with the performance data. The Elantra is powered by a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine that generates 148 horsepower and 131 foot-pounds of torque. Now that's not going to set the world on fire, but it does feel peppy in and around town, and it does give you enough to be competitive out on the highway. And the vehicle's acceleration and overall ride is smooth. Now where it loses some of its luster for me is its steering feel. It's a little bit vague to me. I noticed it more out on the highway. The vehicle wants to wander a bit. It's just not as inspiring as other parts of the vehicle, but it's certainly not a deal breaker, especially when you consider the impressive fuel economy numbers. The Elantra delivers 28 city, 38 highway MPG, and that's going to save you at the pump. Overall, the Elantra is a dynamic little vehicle. It's certainly one of my favorites. I'm going to have to give it a super thumbs up. So there you have it, another honest auto review from an average guy. If you're in the market for a small sedan that's big on value and style, you definitely have to put the new Elantra on your test drive list. And I'll see you next time. Woo!